Oh my goodness! My Hero Academia takes place in a world where several decades ago, people started receiving superpowers known as quirks. Jump to now where 80% of the world now has a quirk. With so many superpowered beings in the world, we now have superheroes and supervillains. It's become so common that heroes can now make money from the government by how many good deeds they do. Think Tiger and Bunny and One Punch Man. The series follows Izuku Midoriya, who is one of the 20% who are born quirkless. Even without one, he still wants to be a hero, and he's a hero geek to the point where he even writes dossiers about every hero. As seen in the first episode, he also has a very courageous spirit and will fight to protect anyone even if there isn't any chance of him to succeed. Well, by a stroke of luck, he runs into the #1 hero of the world, All Might, the symbol of peace, who saves him while Izuku was trying to save someone else himself. After witnessing Izuku's bravery, All Might decides to take him under his wing as well as pass his own power on to him. My Hero Academia can be best described as a Japanese outsider's take on the North American superhero. The series is a pretty literal adaptation of the comic, Studio Bones animated, and there aren't any drastic changes as far as the character designs go. The only issue I have with the animation is that it dips at certain points, which is bad enough, but it's even worse when the biggest, most emotional fight of the series is happening. The fight's paced well, but the art starts to get a whole lot more simplistic during the climax. This maybe is a classic case of a studio being in a rush to put something out on time. Hopefully when it comes out on video, Studio Bones will pull a Toei Animation and correct the animation. This season's main focus was on Izuku, and because of this, the main supporting cast mostly come off as one note, which is a shame because future volumes of the comic really explore their backgrounds and show how interesting they are, foibles and all. The TV series only adapted the first couple dozen of chapters, so we don't get to see certain characters overcome obstacles like severe self-esteem issues, abusive parental issues, and so on. Because of this lack of development of the supporting cast, the first season is Izuku based. For a main character, he's okay. By the end of the season, he's still kind of meek, but he doesn't get rattled as easy, and he can think on his feet, and he starts to overcome his own physical obstacles. Now, he isn't my favorite character of the season though. All Might is. At first he comes off as a caricature, and you begin to wonder why people respect and look up to this goofball. But it's during his fights and his interaction with Izuku that you get an inkling of his will of fire. That was a Naruto reference. Interesting. Well, anyway, being considered the symbol of peace isn't a joke to him. While in his superpowered form, he's very upbeat and carefree, but we do get to understand his mindset and see how he feels about his comrades, students, and the people that he protects. And he takes his position very seriously. I get the feeling that he's honored and grateful that people look up to him as the symbol of peace. The show has a pretty strong score and soundtrack. A few of the standouts, minus the rap song, are All Might's theme, as well as You Say Run, both of which are played constantly during the series. But they really come off more impactful once the villains of the series attack. Initially, I didn't like the opening The Day by Porno Graffiti, but as the season went on, it grew on me. Also, the action scenes that pop up in the opening do happen in the show. The ending theme, Heroes by Brian the Sun, is good and more upbeat than I thought it would be. I recommend this series. Despite its faults, this is a good series. That said, I didn't know if there was going to be a second season. I've heard and read rumblings that this series wasn't really well received by the Japanese audience, but looking at the final 30 seconds of episode 13, it looks like a season 2 is a certainty. Maybe. This season of 13 episodes were the adaptation of the first 21 chapters. Currently there are 97 chapters, so a second season of 12 to 13 or even 24 or 26 episodes is doable, and there won't be a chance of surpassing the manga, so no fillers. So if you want to watch a different take on superheroes, then check this out. Also, this is available on the Funimation website, so a DVD of this should be coming out in a few months. And until my next video, goodbye.